So apparently, it's only the far right who are against the social media ban. I'm not necessarily far left, but I'm definitely left, and I disagree with the ban as well. Now let me clarify, I don't think that social media is good for children, and I do think that it damages some children. But there are reasons why I think banning it will not fix that. So reason number one, kids will get past the ban. They will find ways. They're already finding ways because there's quite a lot of websites that are already asking for verification. Kids are finding ways. And some parents will help those kids find ways. So the ban isn't going to stop them. All it is going to do is give tech companies who we already know are morally bankrupt. We know that for a fact. I mean, they do not give a shit about anything other than money. So, I mean, you flag a video on one of their sites because it's showing something horrendous, and what happens? You'll get a message back saying that it hasn't been removed. That just happens all the time. I have flagged so many fucking videos, and none of them have been removed. Tech companies don't give a shit. What you are doing by this is basically making it that not only do they get more adults' ID, they're also going to get details of children. Now, the problem with them having adults' ID is that they sell it on. A lot of them do. And even the companies that don't sell it on, they get hacked. And then all our details are gone. So you then end up with identity theft and you end up with scams and stuff like that. And that's a very real thing. Now what's going to happen is that is going to be happening for our children as well. Probably not straight away. Probably there isn't a way to target them until they become adults. But most adults haven't had to deal with this until well into being an adult. We're now going to have a generation of children who become adults and straight away are going to be targeted by scams, identity theft, all that kind of stuff, because they've already had to give up their details. So that's my reason number one. Number two is that there are a lot of children who, yes, I've already agreed that there are some children that are damaged by this, but there are a lot of children who absolutely need the community that they have built up online because they have parents who don't support them. Whether these children are gay or trans or anything that makes them deemed not normal, a lot of them have parents who don't support them with that. And that's a fact. I know that's a fact. My daughter has friends who have parents who don't support them. And when they've tried to talk to their parents, they've been shot down instantly, or they've been persecuted for it, or they realise that they can't speak to their parents, so they don't. So the community that they've built up, knowing that it's okay to be different, and it is okay to be different. Anyone disagreeing with me right now can go fuck themselves. It is okay to be different. Every fucking person is different in some way. They have been able to build up a community. They've been able to see videos of other people going through the same things as them. That is going to get taken away from them. They're now going to be stuck with parents who do not support them. They are going to have to... I guarantee there will be some of them that take their own lives. Guarantee it. Because they don't have the support anymore. They don't have the representation. They don't get to see that it's okay and that other people are like them. So there's number two. Number three, and you might think this one is a conspiracy theory, but I don't believe it is. Keir Starmer has proven that he doesn't do anything without thinking whether it helps Israel. Go look it up. There's plenty of evidence out there that shows that. I mean, prescribing Palestine Action as a terrorist organisation, making it that anyone who even holds a placard up, whether you're disabled or an old person or whatever you are, you hold a placard saying that you support Palestine Action, you're arrested and you're getting sentenced. It's fucking disgusting. Keir Starmer has proven that he puts Israel ahead of this country. And he's not the first. I would say there's been a long list of prime ministers in this country who've done exactly the same. But we didn't know about it because we didn't have social media showing us what was happening. So for a long fucking time, I mean, I would say it's only been the last year or two that I have fully been awake to what it is that Israel does. And that is because of social media. So if Keir Starmer only puts Israel first, or not only, but tends to put Israel first, you have to think, how does stopping a whole new generation from seeing what Israel does on a daily basis, how does that help a country who spends billions on trying to dictate the online narrative surrounding their country? They spend billions. They pay like social media influencers. They pay so many, and fucking hell, they pay politicians. They pay all over the fucking world. They pay so that people will speak well of Israel and deny that there's a genocide going on and deny all the shit that Israel does. So this very obviously helps Israel, because you will have a new generation growing up without social media and without being able to see what is going on. Because the BBC won't tell us. The BBC is run, or at least until very, very recently, was run by someone who absolutely supports Israel. The BBC does not tell us what is going on. It is only social media that tells us, because we get to see what's happening. We get to see when Israel bombs a hospital, and that seems to be an almost daily basis, by the way. So there are my 3 reasons, okay? 1 is we're just basically setting our children up to be scammed to fuck by the time they become adults. 2, we are stopping children who need that support that they don't get from their parents from having that support. And 3, we are helping Israel with them dictating the narrative around what it is that they get up to. Now, do I sound far right by saying these things? None of it's about me. And that's what the far right is. And I just point out, I'm not gay, I'm not trans, I'm not any of these things. But I give a shit. Again, proof that I'm not far right. Because the far right don't give a shit about anyone but themselves. Provably so. It's all about me, me, me. Fuck that. I would like the whole fucking world, including the far right, to be happy. Everyone to just be fine. I know there's going to be levels of fine. Some people are going to be more fine than others. But yeah, I'm not far right, and I disagree with a social media ban. I absolutely think that this is not the solution. You want to know the solution? Sanction the tech companies. It's really, really simple. If I owned a shop and in that shop I was selling things like child pornography and other disgusting things, and anyone was allowed in my shop, including children, would you just make it a policy that children aren't allowed in my shop, but you'd still let me have my shop and still sell child pornography? No, you'd shut me down. Or the bare minimum, you would make it that I was not allowed to sell those disgusting things anymore, that I cleaned up my shop and made it that anyone is able to go in because it is okay to go in. Absolutely should be the way that we're treating tech companies. Tech companies are peddling shit, and they're doing it because there's money in it and because they know that there are no consequences. So what we do is we create consequences. You fix your social media app or it gets shut down. Simple as that. That is how we fix things. We treat the problem. We don't ban the victims. Punish the perpetrators, don't punish the victims. It really is that simple. But our Prime Minister and our politicians are not tough enough. They won't do that. So the tech companies just basically get more data that they can sell. Fucking brilliant. Such a good solution. Well done, Keir Starmer.